Hi, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Business School. Since we know that the public school system won't give our kids the history that they need, I thought that it would be very important for us to take over the school system and to teach our children what they really need to know. Frances Cress Welsing is one of those people that should be at the top of our list. So I'm going to give you a quick history on Frances Cress Welsing. I encourage you to share this with your family so that we can make sure that we create our scholars, our leaders, our important historical figures. That's really critically important for us as we move forward into the future. According to blackpast.org, Frances Cress Welsing, a psychiatrist best known for writing the ISIS Papers, was born Frances Luella Cress in Chicago, Illinois on March 18, 1935. Welsing, who was the middle child of physician Henry Cress and teacher Ida Mae Griffin, was also one of three daughters. She received her Bachelor of Science from Antioch College in Ohio in 1957 and her medical degree from Washington, D.C.'s Howard University in 1962. After earning her MD, Welsing stayed in Washington, D.C., pursuing a career in child and general psychiatry. Welsing spent nearly 25 years working as a staff physician for D.C.'s Department of Human Services and also as the clinical director of two schools catering to children with emotional troubles. Welsing opened her own private practice in D.C. in 1967. Through her published works and her research, Welsing sought to bring about a solution to the mental health problems of the Black community by understanding racism. Welsing published her first major work, quote, The Cress Theory of Color Confrontation, end quote, as an essay in 1974 while assistant professor at Howard University. In the controversial essay, Welsing argued that the drive for white supremacy and superiority stems from a pervasive feeling of inadequacy and inferiority. Welsing claimed that whiteness was, in fact, a deficiency evidenced by the inability of whites and other races to produce melanin, which generates skin color. In short, white people in America could not cohabit peacefully with their Black peers. According to Welsing, because of a deep-seated jealousy of people with melanin and their embrace of racial supremacy to accommodate these feelings. The essay was controversial and, according to Welsing, prevented her from not only gaining tenure at Howard, but in fact losing her teaching post. In 1991, Welsing published her most famous work, a collection of essays titled The ISIS Papers, The Keys to the Colors, which discussed in depth the issues of white supremacy and racism in the United States. In the ISIS Papers, Welsing delved deeper into her theories of melanin deficiency among whites as the driver of racism, white supremacy, and white segregation. In the process of psychoanalyzing white racism, Welsing also discussed the importance of recognizing racial behaviors and symbols among Blacks that were psychologically damaging and which needed to be countered and destroyed. She listed among those behaviors homosexuality, which she claimed was a strategy for destroying Black people. Aside from her published racial and social theories, Welsing was an advocate for a strong African American family unit. She advised Black men and women to delay having children until their 30s and instead take the time to thoroughly educate themselves so as to rear the next generation of high-functioning and disciplined Black Americans who could challenge white supremacy. Frances Cress Welsing died in Washington, D.C. on January 2, 2016, after being hospitalized for a stroke. She was 80 years old. So that's Frances Cress Welsing, an important person for us to understand. We are going to talk about people like Frances Cress Welsing at the All Black National Convention, which you can learn more about at allblacknationalconvention.com. Also, it's very important that we reclaim the educational system and educate our own children, create our own jobs, support Black businesses. That is what we call the Black Core of Three. If you'd like to get a free copy of my book, It Takes a Village to Raise the Bar, you are welcome to visit allblackeconomics.com. That's allblackeconomics.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. God bless you. Please have a wonderful day.